what I think is sad and a loss of talent is Bethany actually had the ability to start a network, I think. Like I think Bethany could have done a power, but that's the thing is Bethany is great at business as Bethany says she is, you know? I mean,
Mhm.
people can say anything they want about themselves and put out anything they want and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But are they as good at business? As you know, you owned a business, sold a business, you now run a podcasting business. It's not easy, and it's very hard to be the talent and to be the boss.
You have to
I
work. I mean, there's no, I mean, you want to fire me and Sarah from the consulting and you want just one piece of advice? Fucking get up and work. There's no easy way. And that is what I tell people when how'd you get your podcast so big and blah blah blah. There's nothing special about me. There's nothing. I'm not like there's. You don't just turn on the mic and you're so what. That's the problem with these influencers that are fucking 21 that are so fabulous and that won't last. It doesn't last. You have to work. You have to have a game plan of what your day is going to look like from 5 a.m. until at least 5 p.m. There's to be
But
12
that's
hours a
you. That
day.
is your talent. That's your talent, though. It's like you're like a dog with a bone. Like once you get it in your zeitgeist, like once you get it in your sight, you're not going to stop. That's actually really the key to success because you're going to innovate, you're going to figure it out, you're going to
And if you talk to
that's
Mr. Wonderful or Robert Herjavec, any of the Shark Tank people, they listen to them talk about business. Same thing. You got to just fucking, you got to work. There's no shortcut. There's no fabulous. Oh, I mean, that's the problem with a lot of people that start anything on social media or a podcast or anything. God, we're giving out free advice here today, but there's nothing special about you. That's the first rule. Like, you're unique. You have a unique talent. No one can be you. You shouldn't look around at the person across the street, but how you have to work now. It's great. You know your brand, you have your vision. Now you have to work. There's no like,
well,
let's just
I'm
file our nails today.
I'm Team Bunny Hadaya. I think Bunny has a great warning, and Alex Earl isn't going to sign with her anyway
No.
because Alex Earl's dad, who's well-known business guy, he's now managing Alex Earl.
Hmm.
And Dave Portnoy said it best anyway. You don't want to hire people who are already stars because they're
Hmm.
already stars.
Hmm.
They've already figured it out. They already know their expectation is they want all the money as they should because they've already made themselves a star. Like
Hmm.
what Barstool does is find people that weren't stars and made them stars. Call her daddy, Sophia Franklin, the guys that have Pardon My Take, which is like the number one sports podcast in the world. You know, those are the people. Brianna Chicken Fry, Grace O'Malley. They found people that nobody knew or cared about, and then they made them. They realized their talent, then they made them stars. And then Dave, the genius of Dave, is like he owns an IP on you. So go, no problem. You want to go somewhere else? Absolutely. But I'm always getting 2% or more of your merch, your
He's
tours,
smart.
whatever you make, because I'm the one that I mean that's like Dave's great. Dave is a rare person, even though people don't like Dave. But what's the genius is he can be the talent and he can be the business guy, and that's very hard to do.
That
I
is
wish
very
Bethany,
hard to
I
do.
wish Bethany could figure it out because I think she could go toe to toe with a Dave, but I don't think she's interested really in
She
being.
could have leaned into like women's empowerment and she could have gotten a lot of
That doesn't it doesn't work though. None of these they can't make it on. They can't even though women have a ton of power, but they're all women's networks and stuff don't work. We're seeing it in the podcast space. A lot of people tried to start out as just repping women podcasts. It doesn't work because
it
men
doesn't
have a
work.
ton of buying power too. They do. Guess what? Men marry women. Women marry men. Women like sports. Women like things that men do. Men like things that
Women
women
marry
do.
women, kind of. I
Women
mean, don't know that anymore. But
men marry men. Guess what? Gay men like sports. Gay men like sometimes butcher things. So this idea, you can't do it. You can do it by age. You can say, okay, I'm going to have a network that's really for 40-year-olds. And all I'm going to do is focus on 40-year-old men, women, gay, they, them, trans. We don't care. All are welcome. We just want your money. That's what you
I
can
just
do.
want the money, guys. I just want the money. I don't care what you do.
But there's a ton of
Um,
talented men like yourself and other men online that would have been phenomenal on Bethany's network. But
What else you got going on?
okay,
Can you
so
give
like,
us a little? Okay, go on. I was gonna
well,
say,
first of all, while we're on the thing of business, what do you make of Tom Schwartz? Tom Schwartz, he says he is not opening another restaurant anytime soon, and his greatest regret from Schwartz and Sandy's was putting his name on the business. I thought that was fascinating.
yeah, I
Why do you
mean,
think he didn't want his name on the business?
I don't know, because Guy, I mean, your partner's name tanked the thing. Schwartz and Sandy's. The
It wasn't
Sandys.
Schwartz's name, it was Sandoval's name, right?
Sandy's torched it. He cheated on Ariana. She's a queen. She's the people's queen girl. And they hate Sandoval. And as Lala says, there's nothing he can do right, and he's the brunt of the joke. And your partner's name tanked it, bro, not yours. So I don't know. I thought that was he said if you're Gordon Ramsay or LVP, you can put your name on the side of the otherwise get your name off the thing. I don't know.
Hmm.
I
I know,
thought
me
that
too.
was
I thought that was
interesting.
kind of strange too. Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
said, not so close with the Vanda kids, that everybody needs a break from everybody else these
Yeah.
days.
That
Yeah,
was
he sees
fascinating.
Sheena and lives next to Jaxie Boy and says that, they're trying to preserve the valley. They want it preserved. That he's not sure he'll be making so many appearances. That he feels that they want to keep it to, that cast. Let that cast breathe and develop and
Mm.
let it be known. So there you go. Interesting
Can we do
thoughts
some
by Shay.
rapid fire here?
Yeah, yeah.
First of all, I watched the Baldwins. Actually, like so good. Now, again,
Really?
I told you on the phone, this could be like Simple Life for me because I watched Simple Life 3
Mhm.
with Kim Zolciak and Chet. And the first couple episodes were great, and then it sucked.
Surreal life.
Sorry, Surreal Life. Yeah,
It's
whatever.
okay.
Sorry. So,
You're a
anyways,
human being, Sarah. Human beings make mistakes. Not Bethany, not Madonna, and not Cher, but normal people. Go
yeah,
on.
Surreal Life, whatever. Simple, surreal.
So, well,
Okay.
one
So,
star is
well,
the
Simple Life, I couldn't watch the reboot of Simple Life. Did you? I mean, that to me was, I started that and I was like, I'm sorry, I just,
well, it's on my list of things to watch. I just watched Selling the City. I'm gonna have someone on from that who's contacted me. So I eventually get to everything. But go on. You like the
I
Baldwin so far?
freaking loved the Baldwins. I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd
You
you
know
love
what?
about it?
They came off humble. They were more about Rust and Helena Hutchinson, who is sadly the director that Alec Baldwin accidentally shot. They thought they had fake bullets in it, but it was real. Uh,
Oh, we know, honey. We know about that case.
we know that story.
Mm-hmm.
They put her front and center, how she was a mother, and there's a little boy that is going to grow up and was robbed. And I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
so good.
I mean, we
I
also look, I'm not
It was
just
good.
playing. We also have cameras in front of us. I mean, I'm sure Alec Baldwin is truly bothered by this, but we do have cameras in front of us while we're doing all
He
this.
was hysterical imitating his children. She addressed her in and out of Spanish, and she just said, "Look, I grew up with like that. Like our family was kind of funny, and we talked Spanglish, and then we wouldn't. So I just did it, and I didn't really think of it, but I was really hurt when people thought I was such a phony. I thought it was realer than I had anticipated. Again, I'm going to
Good.
watch it. We'll see 4 episodes in if it's as good as I think it is, but I was pleasant.